Welcome, everyone. I'm Arthur Perkins. This is, unfortunately, APGamingREAL. We do seem to be, slightly out of frame here. Let me just lower us all down. There we go. Look, we're perfectly in place. How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Well, I'm super tired.
Yeah?
Yeah. Lots of stuff going on, and I have to go to... Oh, I thought I had to go to New York City tomorrow, but in fact, I'm just going to Philadelphia, so instead of a 6-hour drive, it's only a 2-hour drive. I can live with that. I can live with that.
Nice.
Yeah, and realizing I had 4 more hours in my schedule tomorrow was a big deal. I guess probably the big deal tomorrow is that Fate Grand Order's latest content drop is coming, and we're finally getting the last section of the first season of Storyline. That's right, I saw you shake your head, Atomic, you motherfucker. I know you know what I'm talking about, because you showed up in my stream last night, where I spent 4 hours farming that game.
I didn't understand any of it.
That's okay. That's fine. Listen,
Look, man. Here's what you need to understand about Fate. What if I told you there was a way to monetize weeboos?
Let me explain Fate to you. All right. Imagine if King Arthur was a woman and decided to fight Gilgamesh, the king of heroes, all the way from the ancient Mesopotamian legends.
I like it. Go on.
All right. But they also have giant anime swords.
Okay.
And slide across the ground anime style. Okay. Massive explosions, power levels, all that junk.
What now? And where can I play this game?
On your phone, iPhone 5 or Android something.
I don't have a phone.
Well, I think that you're lying.
And what
can't monetize me, Japan.
And if you can also emulate it on your computer, so
it's called Fate what now?
Fate Grand Order. Look,
it's called subscribe to APGamingREAL.
Spootnik. You could really? We're going back to that? It's been a whole week. I thought we were past this nightmare. If you join, you'll be able to get all of the cool people in my community on your friends list, and then you can borrow all of our heroes.
I'm downloading it right now.
Excellent. Excellent.
You know, I uninstalled it for one reason.
You didn't like it.
I can't play it in portrait mode. I refuse to play games in landscape mode like a fucking idiot.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Remember when you lied several seconds ago and said that you didn't have a phone?
That was a Diablo joke. Did you not get that reference?
No, sorry. Because here's the thing. I don't actually give a shit about Diablo.
That's some prime humor. You know what else is prime? Twitch Prime. You should subscribe.
Holy shit, Drumurboy. Wow, that was a double hit.
Yeah, it's working on it.
It's good to be here.
All right, so let's go ahead and do introductions. Rather than let you guys control introductions, we're going to join by the order that you join this call, which means we're starting with Spootnik today.
Oh, hello.
I know it's rare. We don't normally start with you, but I'm branching out. I'm doing... Statistically, we normally start with Dave. So, how do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good about it. I like being first. That means I don't have to get anyone else's bodily fluids on me.
I have nothing to add to that. Let's hear about the rest of your week and not contemplate that.
I'm continuing with Dragon Quest XI. Still enjoying it. I found out that there are difficulty levels, and I upped it a little bit, and it makes it a little more interesting.
I see.
I also just today started a new playthrough of Nier Automata.
Now, is it Automata or Automata?
Automata.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
It's, in my opinion,
a tomato.
In my opinion, the best RPG that came out in 2017, and probably, if you throw Persona 5 into the mix, it's probably one of the best RPGs for the PS4, or it's probably on other platforms now. But
I don't know.
one of
You
the
seem
best.
pretty tired though, Brian. Would you like to go to sleep? You should go to sleep.
Why?
No. Just go to sleep. All right. Day 27. You can't stream past this point.
It's so funny. That game is about like denying authority. Then they're like, please don't. Just
No, go to sleep, you stupid cat.
Nobody. Well, the great thing is that when Persona 5 came out and that whole thing happened, I think I had like 3 Twitch followers. So I was like, fuck it, I'm streaming the whole goddamn thing. And
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Shit to me. Nobody says shit. But I think Nier is great because, I mean, it's obviously a different style than Persona, but it's just so fucking good. The way it switches from like bullet hell to, you know.
Listen, you don't need a front. We know. We know why you like that game. All right.
It's so fucking good.
It's the butts. It's the butts.
Well, the butts are fantastic, but also it's the original Nier on PS3, I think, is the best video game for the PS3 out of all of them.
I literally can't think of another PS3 exclusive game.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like PlayStation 3 is the forgotten console.
I mean,
it was very expensive.
It kind of jumped from 2 to 4.
Console. It was the most powerful console in that.
Yeah, but it was also the hardest console in the world to develop for because of how unique its substructure was. Yeah. Anyway, I'll stop talking.
But anyway, yeah. So anyway, I today started a new playthrough of Nier Automata. Looking forward to it. I've only, in previous playthroughs, I think I've only gotten 5 out of the 26 endings. So I'm going to just try to see how many more I can get, and it'll be fun.
Nice.
But that's what I've been up to. Oh, and I'm almost done with Bravely Second as well. Still before the first one, but it's still a good game.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave.
Are you
I live
Dave?
in Poland.
This is shocking. I never knew that you lived in Poland.
Well, that's my intro.
Wow. All right.
Screen doors on submarines.
Let's jump over to Drumurboy. I mean, look, I know you've been doing stuff because I saw on Twitter that you were taking a celebratory victory lap over some of your stuff getting on the DnD channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, that happened. My music's on the D&D channel. You know, just a little intro music I wrote there for Wizards of the Coast level show. No big deal.
Yeah. It's for Roll20 people, but they're also on D&D, so it's like it's a cool little thing happening there. And then I also finally released the song for Roleplay Oddballs. It's like a synthy Stranger Things kind of thing. And that's been getting a lot of Twitter love recently too, so that's been cool.
I actually started watching Oddballs based on you talking about it last week. I only got about an hour in, but it's basically Jesse Cox, the role-playing game. And I'm invested heavily in that.
It starts that way, and then it gets even more Jesse Cox later on. It's weird.
I mean, that sounds great to me.
It's so strange you guys talking about Jesse Cox when Brian's in the room. Like, it's just super weird.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, Jesse Cox was one of my best friends in junior high and high school. I still talk to him to this day.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
it's super weird whenever Jesse Cox comes up because Brian's face just goes.
Yeah, well,
That guy again.
I try not to say like too much about it, because it's kind of weird or whatever. But like, I didn't even realize that he was this big thing until maybe 3 years ago or something like that. But it was just funny because I remember talking to him one time. He was a history teacher in Ohio, where he and I are both from, and I remember talking to him on Skype one day, and he's like, yeah, I'm moving out to California to like do this video stuff. I'm like, all right, well, good luck, man. He's doing voiceover stuff or whatever. I was like,
I think he nailed it. Yeah.
But it was funny. That was probably 7-8 years ago.
That was a while ago. I remember
when you moved out there. But it's just funny. Like, every once in a while, I'll try to embarrass him by like tweeting and like tagging him on the tweet, like old pictures from us in high school. Like, like we did like, the musical or something, like we were in My Fair Lady together, or like there's pictures wearing like heavy ass stage makeup and shit, and it's
That's awesome, dude.
ridiculous. So yeah, if you talk to him, tell him I say hi.
Yeah, and kind of back and forth with him on Twitter now, since like I'm doing all the roleplay music and he's one of the DMs. So
yeah, I didn't even realize he was doing that. I'll have to check it out.
Cool. Yeah, but I did that. My NES sound pack, I think I mentioned it last week. That's out. Started on the new one today. Newish. It'll be out this month. So lots of stuff. And then I'm going home for the first time in 3 years on the 20th for a week. So
hell yeah, bro.
Where's home?
Peterborough, Ontario. It's like an hour and a half outside Toronto.
All right.
Yeah. Haven't been back in a long time. All my friends are gone, so like I didn't really go back too much. Anytime I would go back, it'd be like just for the parents for like a weekend, and then back out here for work. But spend a week down there with the grandparents because they're getting too old to move. So my grandpa, he'll be 95 this year, I think.
Oh yeah, it's the same with my grandma as well. She's like,
my grandma's that old.
Yeah,
She's basically given up on life and talks super nihilistically. Yeah. It's less funny than it sounds.
Can I tell you my favorite grandparent story real quick? So on my dad's side, they were Irish. They came over from Ireland, and they would fight all the time in like these kind of Irish accents. Their names were Helen and Bill. And they would fight, and Helen would always say, "Oh, fuck you, Bill." And he would say, "Oh, Helen, why do you have to bring love into everything?" I always thought that was the best thing. Like, I wanted to be that when I'm their age.
That's funny. Man, it's going to be funny when we're all like fucking that old. Because
look, Spootnik, you didn't understand what a tsundere was, but it sounds like your grandparents were tsunderes, so...
Tsundere?
Don't worry. I'll explain it to you again.
I think it means an abusive Japanese child.
It's some anime bullshit.
None of that is correct. Everything you just said is wrong. And second, it is not strictly related to anime now. It's a loan word. Let me tell you something, my friend. The earliest recorded historical incidence of tsundere is Guinevere.
Joan of Arc?
Guinevere.
Oh, okay.
Not Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc? Really? Really? You're going to try to troll with Joan of Arc?
It was a fate joke.
Because she was burned at the stake and cinder. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Nice.
German, you got anything else going on while I stare disapprovingly into my camera?
Playing Human Evolution.
How is that? How is that?
It's good so far. The map is a little confusing, but
all you need to do, right? Max out your strength, pick up vending machines.
I've been using boxes and like heavy shit as ammo when I don't have any ammo anymore.
Don't even worry about ammo anymore. Just carry a box.
I'm actually at the first boss, and I am so underskilled for it. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Probably all of Saturday.
Director's cut, right?
Yeah.
So, Drumurboy, let me tell you something.
The original game was just like so much worse. So much worse. Yeah. Because you couldn't if you, imagine you were set up to be stealthy, right?
That's basically what I'm doing.
Yeah, right. You're the stealthy guy. You go into that fight when the original game came out, and you're doing like no non-lethal kills and all that sort of stuff. You're making sure that you don't harm people, whatever. Deus Ex players will understand that reference. But now imagine the boss, right? And the boss is like, "Okay, you can't pacify me. You must kill me." And I take all sorts of damage, and your pistol is not enough to kill me. I hope you stocked up on rocket launchers, motherfucker. And you're just like, I didn't. So
I have like maybe 10 pistol bullets,
Yep.
and the rest of them are all trank.
Yep. Good luck.
Thanks. I'm gonna need it.
Yep.
I'm trying to like lure him into the explosive barrels and then blow up the barrels. That's the best I got.
Oh, if you get through all of this stuff, there is a modification you should download for Deus Ex, the original one, called the Nameless mod. It literally is the story in avatar form about the GameSpy Deus Ex forums closing down.
Wow.
All right. I got
I'm done.
It's
I got
really
I got a
good.
joke for you. Come on, I got a Deus Ex joke for you. It's a
right.
joke about fonts. You ready for this?
Yeah.
You like your
Okay, I think
boss in that game in Deus Ex, David?
Mhm.
Yeah, well, whenever he's out of the building, I guess you could say his company is Sans Serif.
Get the fuck out of here.
God
Because his
damn
name
it.
is David Serif.
Yes, I know.
I know.
Arthur.
What?
Arthur.
Is this from something, or have you guys just spontaneously started memeing this? Like,
It's just a spontaneous Arthur.
Arthur.
Atha, Twitch Prime.
Arthur.
Arthur.
it just sounds like a South Park meme or something.
Maybe.
Wow, I guess it kind of does a little bit. Doesn't it?
Arthur.
All right, well, let's talk to
Arthur.
Kenny of the cast. How's it going, Kenny? That's you, Atomic. You talk. You talk the least out of any of the other members. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
Also, you always die.
I've died once. I'm unpacking boxes because moving house, so pack everything up.
I do know about moving houses.
That's pretty
Hard knock life.
Yeah. So, been pretty much it. Literally, I think I've played like games only one day. Other than that, so
I'll say I haven't seen you on Steam or anything lately, so.
yeah, just been busy. So that's it. Let's get to killing bitches.
Yeah.
Wow, just jumping straight there, huh?
Bitches.
Got so many zombies to kill.
I think Arthur should do his intro.
I think
did
I
it.
did
He
my
talked
I
about
did
Fake
I did my
Grand
intro.
Talk
I,
about
thank
that
you for remembering, but I'm also disappointed that you forgot.
God damn it. That's 2 weeks in a row that I fucked up your intro.
That's fine. Don't worry, I've been on Dave's shows before, so I mean,
That's
2 weeks
my
of
new
fucking on
meme.
my intro is nothing.
My new meme is I forget and fuck up your intro every week now, apparently.
All right, does anyone remember what happened last time? Just kidding, you came back to life, you spent too much money, and then you fought a fuck ton of zombies.
It's
One
also
note.
worth pointing out. Yeah. Are you going to say the gold
I
thing?
am. So YouTube went full delve into the 5e handbook and has proven with science and empirical facts that you guys don't get your starting equipment and a fuck ton of money. You either get your starting equipment or a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
Dave has chosen to take the money.
Mostly because I bought a bunch of other shit too. So.
So how much money should I have then? Because I
No,
was,
you're starting. So basically, remember you did the roll,
yeah,
right? You're a soldier, yeah.
no, I'm a rogue.
Your background.
Rogue
Your
is like
background.
5 gold or 10 gold or something like that.
Rogue might start with money, but most of it's going to come from whatever background you chose.
Wait, rogue? You sure it's rogue? Criminal,
Yes.
you mean?
We're sure that he's a rogue.
No, the background. There's no background for rogue.
All right, so what is a roundabout amount of gold that I should probably have?
Well, what background
what
did you
is-
pick?
What background did you pick?
Fuck. Charlotte.
Criminal? Charlatan? Okay, you will have
wow.
15 gold pieces.
Okay.
More importantly, you have a fake signet ring proving that you're a noble or something
right.
like that.
You also have tool proficiencies with a disguise kit and a forgery
I
kit.
think you even have a fake identity or something like that.
You have a set of fine clothes, a disguise kit, tools, the con of your choice. Tools of the con of your choice. 10 stoppered bottles filled with a colored liquid, a set of weighted dice, a deck of marked cards, and a signet ring of an imaginary duke, and a belt containing 15 gold pieces.
Okay. That works. I mean, I literally just asked how much gold, but
You also have a second identity that includes documentation, established acquaintances, and disguises that allows you to assume that persona. Additionally, you can forge documents including official papers and personal letters as long as you have an example of the kind of documents or the handwriting you're trying to copy.
my second identity is Dave Traeger, and I like to say Arthur.
Arthur?
Arthur.
I like that you've now established that in the fiction.
Am I Duke Dave Traeger?
He's Duke Dave Traeger, and he is a merchant trader in cart nuts.
That's right. That's right.
There we go. There we go. Drumurboy got distracted for a second, but cart nuts brought him back.
Get your cart nuts here, Arthur.
No, I was just looking at my background to see how much gold I actually have. $5 whole.
Yeah, not that much.
You'll have all your starting equipment, Brian, and you'll have 15 gold pieces. So make sure you update your character sheet with that.
Yeah, no, I kept the starting equipment and I just put 15 GP. So
Yeah, so for me, I rolled mine, bought all my starting equipment, and bought all the gear that I had, and then I had like 29 gold left over or something like that.
And I mean, in YouTube's defense, it did seem
like a lot.
that we were really fucking rich. But
Yeah, it was actually kind of strange because I remember I'm like, why would I care about money? Like,
I know it was like, yeah, fuck it. Why is money even a mechanic in this fucking game?
so, but that does mean that currently we don't have. I mean, I'll have my manacles still.
You'll
'cause
have
was
all
two
that
gold
stuff
pieces.
this time through, just not next time through.
Okay,
need
that
to
was gonna
earn
be my
some
next
money.
question because I have like the fucking alchemist fire and all that shit. So
I have a next
Okay.
question for you. Finley, what do you do?
Oh shit, yeah. I should probably look at the map here. Where are we?
Well, Finley,
you
human
two-
boy, gets to the map.
So okay.
No, he's there. All right.
I am going to shoot this guy here in front of Kelly with my bow.
With my bow.
With my bow. Hacha.
Yes, that will hit.
And that, and I get my sneak attack damage as well, right? Because
Yes, if you would like to add the sneak attack to this attack.
Oh yeah, I should probably. Which sheet was I working on?
There we go. So what is that?
Minus 12.
12.
Okay.
Your post-revive sheet.
And I'm actually going to step back there. Yep. I'm good.
All right.
Oh, he died. Sweet.
Yeah. You slam an arrow right over Kelly's shoulder. Maybe Kelly's like turning in slow motion and the arrow just barely grazes his cheek. It goes through one of the zombie's eye and the zombie just flatlines backwards back onto the pile of shovels and tools and ripped up benches that you've now placed as a barrier.
That's all.
I
Shit.
didn't even think about the shovels. Now I'm just imagining them like sideshow bobbing into.
Oh.
Ducka.
Anyway, I'm gonna shoot this Mr. Man.
Very well.
Already damaged dude.
Mm-hmm.
13 for 9.
That will hit, and it will deal a lot of damage. I will then need to roll to absorb that damage. I do not. He also dies, taking
good
another
start,
arrow
fellas.
shot down.
Sick.
Good start.
Kelly.
I just want to check what I have left over right now. I can't remember which sheet I was using. I think it's post-revive that I was using. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I used all my
Yeah, you use most of your
stuff.
cleric abilities and your
Yeah. I know I
abilities.
used 2 spells, which is all I had. Do I have a second wind? I do
I
not.
think you
I
used
still
at least
have
one.
restless endurance though. Okay, all right. In that case, Arthur, I will attack the one right there.
Okay.
Using my Warhammer. Boop.
That will hit.
All right. I'm pretty sure I still have my thing on, right?
No, I think you lost it both times because you failed concentration checks.
All right. Okay then.
Yeah, but he
So-
explodes either way. In this case,
no.
he explodes because his chest is caved in, not because he's being magically dissolved. Agrim.
All right, I'm gonna attack this guy here in front of me. So let me. It's open.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
And I have no privacy.
Wow.
Oof.
Oh wow. Well, that first one, you go to attack that guy and you swing wide and you destroy the barrier.
He's not in front of the barrier though.
He's right next to the barrier.
Okay. All right.
He can hit the barrier as easily as he can hit the zombie. So here's what happens. You go for a wide swing with your right arm, and you catch a shovel, and it falls into another shovel, which falls into another shovel, and then, like dominoes, the whole thing starts collapsing right in front of Kelly. And all that's left is Kelly covered in, like, dirty, dead zombie dust.
It's like the shittiest Rube Goldberg machine ever.
Exactly. And then all remaining 6 zombies that haven't made it up yet turn towards Kelly and are like, "Rrr."
Yeah, like the old Looney Tunes, Rube Goldberg stuff, like dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Your second attack will hit the zombie. Anything else?
Cool. Oh, that's it.
All right. Undeterred by the barrier, the zombies flood in around Kelly.
Oh, truck nuts. Cart nuts.
Card nuts.
There.
All right. Let's start
Okay.
with the attack on Agrim. Attack on Agrim. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. How's a 19?
Suicide is painful.
19 will hit.
4 points of damage. Ah! Your offhand hits this guy, and then it sticks in his arm, and then while it's stuck in his arm, he starts hitting you on your sword arm. It's not good. Kelly, I mean, you got all kinds of problems here. I'm guessing that a 20 and a 23 will hit.
23?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, the 17's a 20. Right, I get you.
Yep.
Yes, both of those will hit. I think I might be going down. Well, which one's first? So the 20, the crit will go first, I guess?
Yeah. I mean, I can just do the damage however.
Well, no,
Sure,
it's
the
important
first hit is a
because-
6, and the second hit is a 7.
Okay, 6 and 7.
Yep.
Okay, so 6 puts me to 2, and then 7 puts me to 0, but then I go back up to 1.
All right, so these zombies flood in all around you, and you're being covered in guys just like, ah, and you're continually trying to cast them off, push them away with your shield and warhammer. And they're, you know, it's like a rock star with a bunch of groupies. Except, you know, they're trying to rip your flesh into pieces and make you one of them. Finley.
All right, so I'm gonna move up to Kelly. I have a health potion.
You want to feed it to him?
I'm gonna lovingly cup the bottom of his chin and pour it down his throat.
Now, I
I
forget what the
love it.
rules about this
Oh.
are. Boo, 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 boo. When a creature receives healing.
I just do this, Arthur. And he's like on my back, and he just Popeyes that shit into me.
Right.
Drinking a potion takes an action. So I don't think you can feed it to him while he's up and moving. You can hand it to him.
Okay, I will hand it to him.
All right.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Why? Why would I not do that?
Because I have a potion.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And
So you run up to him, you pull out a potion. He's like, "No, I've got my own. Just give me a second."
yeah, because
Alright,
if you
whatever.
can't spend your action to heal me, then there's no point in you wasting your action to
True.
give me a potion when I already have
Right.
two.
Since I am going to be losing these alchemist fires, then I'm going to throw one of them
That's a spirit.
at this poor bastard right here, to Kelly's right. How do I do that, Arthur?
I'm pretty sure it's an athletics throw.
Is it?
Sorry, what are you trying to throw?
Alchemist fire.
Strength, right?
I think it's like throwing a spear or anything else, right? It's a dexterity weapon.
Well, is it? I thought like.
Isn't it?
No,
Don't
I thought
question
like.
that. That's my best fucking stat. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
What do I hit the save button? How do I do that?
The save button. Yes, I make a
Saves
save.
go. I need to
So
make sure this hits.
So in your sheet there, if you go down to weapons, oh no, you go to skills. There is oh no, you're skilled.
Yep,
so,
you just make a regular ranged attack as an improvised weapon. Yep.
So like
improvise, you don't get-
bow, basically just hit attack.
You just add your dexterity, but not your proficiency, I think.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that makes sense.
Unless you're proficient in improvised weapons, which I don't think you are.
No, I'm not.
So yeah, just go down to unskilled dex check then, down the bottom,
Yep.
on skills.
and then yeah, there's down the
Oh,
very
there it
bottom.
is. Yes. Got it. 18.
Yeah. All right. Which one were you hitting?
This guy on the right here.
Okay. Every turn, at the beginning of his turn, he will take 1d4 points of damage. He can make a dexterity check using his full action to put the fire out.
And I'm gonna use my cunning action to step back again.
Just for future reference, by the way, that was at disadvantage because you're throwing a throwing weapon while you were in melee with somebody. But you
Okay,
got a
well,
you got a
so
17 on it, which
disadvantage,
is
that's
more
okay,
than good
right?
enough. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I'm
that's
just
fine.
telling you for future reference, just so that you don't.
I trust you, Arthur.
That's a mistake. You really shouldn't. Speaking of people you shouldn't trust, let's talk to Daka. Actually, I feel like Daka's the trustworthy one. I'm not sure I should trust Drumurboy.
I'd say Finn.
So, have you got any more healing spells left over, Drumurboy?
Yeah, I got all my heals left. Just trying
What do you think about throwing one on me? And if it's good, then I can attack next round.
You know, alternatively,
think
you
should
could
happen-
also try to kill a zombie.
What I think should happen is I should heal Kelly, and then step back so we can move back one square so we don't have so much surface area.
There we go.
This man choke points.
This this man chokes.
All right, so
Nice.
let's throw a heal on Kelly there.
Well, technically, you guys should step back to the entrance 2 steps, and then we step back 2, because then only 2 can fight us rather than 3.
Yep.
Because there's that diagonal space over here as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I should have moved back one more, but you know, that's fine.
casting it. You get 5 HP.
Noise.
Move on back.
Kelly.
All right. Well, I will drinks a lot. Is that a D8 or a D12 health potions?
D8, pretty sure.
Here's a D8. I have my book in front of me, but I'm lazy.
That's an action though. If you want to like get away without getting attacked, you could disengage.
Yeah. The problem with doing that is that because Finley's there, I'm still going to be taking.
Yeah, I'm
the
kind of
attack.
blocking the way.
You can move. Can you move past friendly? You just
I
need
mean,
to hand on them, right?
move past me because I'm small.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't want to move. Here's the thing: I don't want to move past you because then you will get attacked.
And they'll crowd in, yeah.
Well,
So-
yeah, but I mean, I do have health potion, and I am at full health. Just saying.
And you can disengage.
What I love about
Yes.
this is that in the fiction, it would be Kelly turning to run backwards and seeing Finley there and be like, get back, move farther. And he's like, but I already used my full move. And he's like, get back. I don't want to collide with you. And Finley's like, I'm stuck here. I can't move for another 6 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. If I move back to like where you are, Daka, because then Agrim will get.
Don't get surrounded.
What's your AC, Agrim? Is it 16?
It's 16, yeah.
I guess you're
It's
saying
also
Agrim could
Agrim's
get
turn
swarmed.
next. So
I mean, but honestly, Dave, just throwing this out there, I think it would probably be worth it for you to fucking drink a potion so you don't die. Because if you die, we just fucking or 5.
Well, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to be behind you anyway, so they can't attack me next turn.
All right.
Right, and yeah, I'll disengage down to here.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
And then it's Agrim's turn, so you can move back.
Agrim, how's it going, buddy?
Probably
Suddenly
also
all of your
just-
friends are running away and you're left with a wall of zombies.
I mean, you say
Honestly,
running
I'm not
away.
sure why we even stood there. Like, we should have put the. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I'm gonna follow suit because yeah.
You're disengaging?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's the intelligent thing to do.
And now I've lost my sneak attack.
I mean,
Zombie. Why don't you roll 1d4?
not really.
1d4?
Yep, for the fire damage to the zombie.
The hot guy.
That'd be 2.
Zombie.
Which is
Fuck a
enough to kill
zombie! Everyone watching Zombieland Saga out there knows what I'm talking about.
Double tap.
He's referring to an anime, not the cool movie.
Oh.
You're talking Zombieland, I'm talking Zombieland Saga. Both are good. One involves zombies who are also idols that sing and dance.
you know, you had me at zombies and then you followed up with bullshit, and it's like,
You're bullshit, and I just hit you with a crit. So get fucked.
I am indeed bullshit. I am 65% bullshit.
That's what happens when you talk shit about idols.
Yeah.
I mean,
The power of
no,
idols hits you
zombies-
for 6 points of damage, Agrim.
Bill
Zombies
Murray
don't even
cannot
move
protect
up,
you
man.
here.
Garfield can though.
Yeah.
Finley. What's your AC?
Yes.
Oh, probably not that. I mean, you're very fast.
14.
Yes, you're faster than that. All right, so the
Goddamn
zombies shuffle forward. The flaming zombie moves for Finley. Ah! And then just kind of falls on the ground before him and spends the whole rest of the turn standing up, flaming, moving towards Finley. The one moving towards Agrim, I guess moves forward and is just like,
Does a flaming zombie increase my visibility?
Valid question.
I feel like
I'm
your
being
visibility is at
serious.
100% though, right? You're wearing the
That's right,
headlamp.
you have the
yeah.
helmet on. Yeah. Okay.
It does increase the visibility insofar as there's now shadows everywhere, right? Like weird dancing shadows from the flame.
Nice.
Finley.
Now you know what this is? I know exactly what this is. I got the perfect gift for it.
Oh boy.
All right. While Dave finds the perfect gift, I am going to attack with my rapier. This guy in front of Agrim. Yeah.
Oh, you're going across. Okay.
I'm going across with my rapier.
I've seen this before in video games. This is the cross counter.
That happens.
Yeah.
And ha-cha-cha.
Yeah.
17. Oh, that's 9. And my sneak attack.
Well, I think the crit is exactly the same, so you can just use that if you want.
No, it's not.
There you go.
So
Oh,
it's
no, yeah.
15 damage.
No, yeah, because your crit's a D6 and that was a D8 that was rolled anyway. So
Yeah.
All right. So this zombie is lightly damaged from Agrim earlier, and then you leap in front of Agrim and are like, "I'll defend you!" Ha! And like you hit this zombie so
15 damage.
fucking hard, the zombie like stops and is moving towards you and keeps digging itself deeper into your rapier, and you have to like pull it back out, and it's like ah.
yeah, that's a gif of Michael Jackson with his hair on fire.
Let me ask a question. Does anyone remember the game Zombies Ate My Neighbors for the SNES? Yeah, that game was fucking crazy. There's like
yes.
aliens and shit.
They did a re-release for the Xbox 360 arcade.
Wow, really?
I think
My
so.
god, I might actually have to get that.
Yeah, they did like
That's pure nostalgia,
not a
though.
remaster, but a re-release or something.
It probably wasn't that good back when I was a kid, but it was one of the few games I had, and I played the
probably on
fuck out of
PC.
it.
Oh, probably.
All right.
But I know we just got distracted there, but the littlest guy in the party just did 15 fucking damage.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Look, don't talk down to the littlest guy in the party, all right?
I'm not.
I want to tell you about
I'm building myself up.
I want to tell you about the hero who was the littlest guy in the party. There was a time where 4 men would sit down together around a hot, steaming game console, and the one who played the littlest man was the victor every single time, because you had to manually aim downward to hit motherfucking odd job.
Don't you talk about odd job, man? Don't talk about odd job.
The rules: no golden gun, no odd job.
No
Those
golden
are
gun, no
always
odd
the
job are a
fucking
good
rules.
start.
Those are always the rules.
We were men of honor, damn it.
All shotgun, all jaws.
Slappers only.
You
Come
remember
on.
their spiritual successor, Perfect Dark, and you could get the gun that the sniper rifle that auto-tracked through walls. It was so bad. You could shoot across the stage and kill people spawning.
Let me tell you about Perfect Dark. I didn't have that fucking fangled dangled expansion pack, so I only could play the multiplayer. That was my entire experience with that game. So.
Wow. Wow.
Oh yeah, chat has another good one. Sun Spirit, no proximity mines. Yep.
Come on, man. Proximity mines were great.
All right, speaking of the party member most likely to use proximity mines, let's talk to Daka.
It's not my
That would actually probably be Aggrim.
All right, well, I was trying to pull us back on track, but all right. Okay, that's fine.
Dude, that is already hurt.
It is, yes, they're both hurt, but the one on the left is very hurt.
The one that's very hurt.
Yes, he's bigly
18
hurt.
to 5.
Yeah, that might be enough to put him down. It is enough to warrant a roll. I was gonna say a re-roll, but I haven't had a roll yet. Yeah, he's still alive.
That was a good roll. So what is it? It's the DC is
5 plus damage taken.
Okay, so in that case it would have been 10, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
No, yeah, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, you slam another arrow from your longbow at pretty close range. I mean, 10 feet isn't that far for an arrow. Deep into the zombie's chest, and it just doesn't give a fuck. In fact, it probably goes through the same hole that the rapier just left. That kind of Robin Hood precision shooting. Kelly.
I drink. Good so.
You
Do we
quaff
decide
your potion.
What was the potion HP total? Was
D8.
it 8? A D8?
Yeah.
Is it plus anything?
No.
Or
You only get plus for spells, right?
Now let me ask you a question. What does this potion taste like to you?
I'd imagine it's like, and this is just like based on like what I imagine a lot of magical items that taste like. Probably tastes like iron, like blood.
You think that most magical items taste like iron?
Yeah, like, you know, they got like some sort of magical properties in there where they got like a little bit of like the iron from like blood or whatever, you know, like magical shit.
Oh my
they're
God.
always using like griffin hearts and eyeballs and shit like that, right?
I love
So-
the idea, Dave, that all of your D&D characters, every time they come across a new magic item, they just lick it.
I mean, that's how you
The
learn.
spell tome of Thuric the Necromancer, carved out of human. Are you licking that? Are you licking that while I'm explaining the item to you? It's cursed, fool!
Yeah, it's myself and Aggrim are the soldiers, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't read, but I'm a super taster.
I'm a suit. I can read with my tongue. Thank you very much.
All right. Anything else?
Hey, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Give me that fat
Shit, yeah.
drink.
Nice. Very nice.
You feel your veins engorge.
Ding ding. Popeye. Come on. And I squeeze it, it flies up, it goes in my mouth, and then it just
Goes out to the limbs all the way back. Yeah. And I
Beautiful.
loves me.
Your armor like grows and shrinks because it's like a little ball of stuff.
yeah, bowl of iron.
Great.
Alright, I'm ready to face a new day.
That's good.
Snaps into like that 1920s cartoon style for a second, then comes back to full CG.
What was the there's weapons in this game that have reach, right? Or
Yes.
Some
Most of them are spears.
Yeah.
no? Oh, spears.
You know,
Interesting.
glaive, gusarm, halberd,
You can't throw a glaive.
Polearm.
though, can you?
I mean, you can. It's just
Anyway,
Stupid.
sorry, that's my turn.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to shank Captain Asshole here, who can't take a joke.
Cut my asshole. Hey.
Well, let's do this in order.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to.
No, he's good on the first hit. He's good on the second hit.
Damn, man.
You keep hacking away. You're like a honey badger, right? You're like a small dwarven honey badger that's whipping these swords back and forth in Dritz Doerden style.
Isn't the zombie more of a honey badger because it doesn't give a fuck?
I love the idea.
Have you ever seen Askren give a fuck?
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Honey badger.
Drinking this potion in the back, and I'm just like, I finished right, and I was like, Askren, don't stab, slash. You're just going through it. They're dead already.
Note to self: acquire axes.
You want a D4 roll there, Arthur?
Yeah. Hit me with it.
Oh,
That's a good amount. That's a good amount to start with. I actually want to take an aside real quick to talk about moving from Dungeons and Dragons to Pathfinder. Back in Dungeons and Dragons 3.5, there was like spear, which was 5 foot, then like long spear, which was 10 foot, and 10-foot pole, and those were the only reach weapons really. And the core conceit of Pathfinder's starting campaign was that there were 7 wizard lords, and each of them had a different reach weapon as their specialty. So they had to create 7 different non-long spear reach weapons. And that's why Pathfinder has more spears than it does swords.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I'm looking at the list here, and the only spear I see is just spear. I don't see a long spear or anything like that in here. So
Spears and sorcery.
It just doesn't have the same kind of ring to it, does it?
nah, it doesn't work.
It's like saying hot dogs in a blanket. It just really doesn't work.
I still
Yeah.
think my favorite weapon in Pathfinder is still the Hungamunga.
Arthur, I'm calling them hot dogs in a blanket from now on. Just
hot dogs in pastries, please.
Well, speaking of hot dogs,
I'm a realist. I'm a realist. That's why.
Got any of those weenies in a croissant?
Weenies in a croissant actually sounds delicious.
Wow.
If you like bent it to match the croissant's half
Oh
moon
my
shape.
god.
Make the weenie, like, just slice it so it's really thin, and then wrap it like a.
Oh
square.
yeah, you like an apple.
Yeah.
Send it through the slicer side of a cheese grater, like the one that slices them thin, and then like.
Fucking, can we stop? We need to kill zombies.
I think we found the name for the episode, Weenies in a Croissant.
Oh god, I don't actually name the episodes of this show.
You should.
It's the first show that I haven't in a very long time.
And now you do.
No, it's fine. Askren, speaking of weenies in a croissant. Oh man, that die roll rolled over. It was gonna be like a 2, and then it just rolled. It was beautiful. 5 points of damage.
Man, that dripping water always freaks me out.
Because of your pipes.
Yeah, because I'm like, that better not be.
This zombie gets a little lively as you're continually stabbing and stomping on it. It reaches up and people's elbows you. It just and like lands on you. The damage isn't from the elbow hitting you. It's from you like tripping and falling and hitting your head against the wall and then picking yourself back up. You're like, ah, shit.
I love it when Arthur takes the cool away from people.
Yeah, exactly.
It's my favorite thing.
You really don't feel like fighting zombies in a tunnel is cool and then like describing like, oh shit, like bad stuff happens to us.
I love the idea that we're walking out, like I'm covered in bites and scratches, and then Askren's got this fucking lump on his head from where he hit the side of the wall accidentally.
I just thought of an awful episode title.
Really? Just
Yeah.
go ahead and hit us. Otherwise, the audience is going to wonder forever and ever.
No, you were mentioning like stuff about fighting in a hallway. We're just talking about hot dogs.
Hot dogs in a hallway.
Weenies in a hallway.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All right, Finley.
Wrong with that.
Wow,
okay.
I was. Oh my god, the same thing happened. It was gonna land on a 13, and then it rolled over into a fucking 1.
Yeah.
It was the reverse.
Can you explain to us how the fortification that they broke suddenly rises up out of the ground and rebuilds itself?
No, instead, I'd like you to roll another D4 as the zombie burns extra hard this round.
Oh shit, yeah.
Extra hard.
So what happens is, as this thing's clothes are being consumed, it hits the dwarves' little alcohol flask, and then suddenly there's like a little spout of flame coming from out of its pocket.
Can you make it so that it was coming out of its butt, at least?
No.
Come on. Take the cool away from the zombie. That's what you do.
Let me ask you a question, Dave. How many people do you know that routinely carry alcohol in their butt?
No, just on the pocket, right? But it's pointing down, so it looks like it's coming out of the butt.
Routinely or on special occasions?
Steve-O.
This is zombie Steve-O.
His shirt burns away to reveal a tattoo of himself.
And there's a Jagger.
Finley.
Yes. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Agram, do you have any healing spells left?
I have one left, I believe. I think I burned one on Kelly last
All right,
session.
that's fine. I am going to stabby stab the guy in front of him as well.
I see.
My rapier.
Aha!
I say, aha! 15.
Got him.
Are you adding sneak attack?
Yes, I am, of course.
Of course. Outside of clerical damage, sneak attack
So,
damage.
10.
Yep. That puts him down. You leap forward, you stab this guy for one final time. He hits the ground and doesn't get back up.
As he disappears into dust, I kind of look over my left shoulder. I'm like, y'all need to catch up.
I lost count, little one.
Now that the zombie commander is dead, do the others flee?
I like that you think he was the commander.
It's damn hard to kill.
Yeah. Is that because he's the commander or because the rest of your team is bad?
He has the most flesh missing.
Why not both?
Going through, you know.
Really, it's just that I'm good at rolling dice.
It's true. You have more dice to roll, though. So technically, when
Don't ruin it, Dave.
I take the cool away from you, man.
Oh man, Dave, why you gotta do this to me?
All right.
Are you disengaging as well, Brian, and falling back?
I have nowhere to fall back to.
You can fall back behind me. And
You
then
can
I
fall to
step
the
up.
outside.
I don't want to go outside. I'm good. I will protect the party. Okay, just.
Okay, so I'll just stand here and do nothing on my turn then. It's cool.
What? Well, I mean, what do you can?
Don't you have Sacred Flame?
He doesn't have ranged weapons. Oh, he does have Sacred Flame though.
Oh shit, I do, don't I?
Yeah.
I love the idea that he's like standing there, like pounding his worm back. Fuck you, Finley! I don't have anything to do. And then Doc is like, Sacred Flame, and he's like, oh yeah.
Well, but hold on.
Valkyrie comes down and rubs my shoulders and just goes, Kelly, you have magic. I'm like, oh yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Kelly can actually occupy the same space as me, correct?
No.
You can't end in the same turn as you.
Yep.
I can't
same space.
Even if you're small, that's not a thing.
Okay, all right.
Now, if he was small and you were both goblins, that would be true.
What if I build like a backpack seat for him?
No, you can't be Master Blaster.
Okay.
With some combat shovels.
I could have made a Rurouni Kenshin anime reference, but I decided to go with one you'd understand.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, no
That made
problem.
my night.
All right,
Daka.
Finley, you dig your heels in and stand your ground. Daka, your name is the ghost of Pac-Man.
Actually, hold on. I will use my bonus action, but instead of falling back like a little biatch, I will move forward.
My God, he leaps into the fray.
That might be a bad idea.
That sounds like a very bad
That's
idea.
his bad idea to make.
Nope. It's not a bad idea at all.
Can't you use your bonus action to take a defensive stance as well?
I think that's just a fighter thing, isn't it?
No. No.
Cunning action. Dash, disengage, or hide. Okay.
Didn't they have throwing shovels in Far Cry 5?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I will then.
It's
it's Tucker's turn. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Should I hit Fireman or should I hit someone else?
Try and hit someone else, because if I hit him with a sacred flame,
He's
he won't get a chance to roll for his.
Yeah, in character, I'll yell back at you, Taka, hit the one in front of me, please. I've made a terrible mistake.
This one. I'll just like nod knowingly and shoot at them.
Nod sagely.
13 for 8.
That will hit. You don't have to aim up, because the two people in front of you are Askren and Henley. So you just fire at a normal height. It sails over both of them and slams into this dwarf zombie, and he's like, "Krah!"
Okay.
Dwarf zombies, so they're all the same height. They just play the upper.
Anything else, Taka?
Nope. That's all I can do.
Kelly.
Now, can I sacred flame next to a person?
Probably. Let me look up Sacred Flame. Sacred Flame. 60 feet. If you do it when you're standing next to somebody, on the person you're standing next to, it's a disadvantage. Actually, you don't need to aim the spell. It automatically hits. I need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So who do you want to hit?
The guy in front. So DC 12. These guys should have garbage decks, though.
Doesn't matter. I'm good.
-2. Okay. Yeah.
So actually, doesn't it?
No,
Nope.
it's a
Dexterity
deck
save.
save. Oh, then. Oh, interesting.
You cover this guy in Sacred Flame, but it just hits all of the areas that are already covered in flame, and he doesn't even notice it.
Yeah.
You create a perfect outline that completely covers the flame area. Incredible.
How does that affect my visibility? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, I got it for you, bro. Like, Sacred Flame is like a strobe effect now. It's starting to get like a dark dance hall feel in here. There's a lot of moaning. People are moving around in like weird dance move style things.
It's like that Necro Dancer game.
Oh, that game is.
Anything else, Kelly?
No, I'm okay.
Very well. Hey, Grim.
This guy is injured, though, right?
Yes, you're right. I didn't
From
put a tag
Daka?
on him. Yep,
Okay.
yep.
So you want to attack this guy?
Show me your power.
Attack.
Yes.
That will hit.
Adam.
That will also hit. All right. Yeah, you lay into this guy over and over again with short swords. What's the sword style here? Chopping, slashing, punching, chop, slashing, underhand, overhand?
Just dwarven rage. Lots of chopping, lots of just swearing. More swearing, probably. More swearing than chopping at this point.
Anything else?
No, that's about it. That's about how dwarves fight, really. Yeah.
Well, I'll show you how dwarven zombies fight.
You gotta cut him down physically and emotionally.
I loved, by the way, that you mentioned that he didn't have to point up to shoot him because all the dwarves are around the same height, but then there's a dwarven zombie that he hit.
Do you want another D4, Arthur?
Yes.
Oh!
That
Doesn't
will
matter.
miss. That will hit, however. All right, Finley. Let's see how tough you really are.
Okay.
How many attacks is he drawing?
2. You take 4 points of damage.
All right.
And Flaming Zombie will attack Askren.
Interesting.
15?
Nope.
All right.
Damn.
So the zombies begin to press around Finley, and the flaming one like brushes up against Finley and begins going after Agrim, like ah. But Agrim is able to
touched me.
Agrim is able to hold him back with continual dwarven swearing.
Just a barrier of sheer swearing, just.
Persona 5 style too, so it's it's like that weird text block just shows up and
It's
physically
real
blocks their
spiky,
approach.
so they don't want to get near it. It's made out of shovels.
Yeah, it's just the zombies yelling at us to go to sleep.
Finley.
Yeah, I am gonna stab Fireboy with my rapier. Go ha ha! 16 for 8, and my sneak attack. So 10 damage on Fireboy.
+5, so he has a 15 DC to die.
What? Oh.
Yep, he's dead.
Yeah, nice, good kill.
Again, I look over my shoulder and say, "Keep up, boys!" And I use cunning action to disengage and go behind Kelly.
Oh, interesting.
For some reason, it felt like there was a coward beneath my loins.
A coward? How many zombies have you killed today, sir?
Lots, actually.
Daka.
Last week I killed a lot as well.
Did you?
I'm pretty sure I killed a lot last time.
Yeah, you were in the front line, so you did a lot. Same shooting Mr. Man. Mr. Damaged Man.
I see.
9 just barely for 8.
Double hit. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, moving along. Kelly.
Sacred Flame, the damaged one, but I'm going to stay where I am right now. So DC 12 and 8 radiant.
He explodes into dust.
You were saying?
High five, little guy.
I put my hand between my legs underneath.
Nice.
Agrim.
It doesn't need like, it's not even like you have to bend over. You have to bend over and bend your knees.
This is
Thanks for making
painful.
it accessible to high five you.
All right, I'm going to.
And you still have to jump.
I am going to cure wounds on myself.
It's a good plan.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah.
Have we seen the way that you use magic?
Yeah, I used it on Kelly last week.
Yeah.
But did we
I think
talk
you
about
did.
what it looks like?
Yeah, I think we did. Like I touched him on the back or something. It was kind of like almost like a sound barrier, kind of like shimmy.
Okay.
Like nothing, spectacular, but. And then he tasted. What did I tell you? It tasted like sawdust or something.
Yes, yeah, that's right. It was like visualizing a fart. Basically.
Oh, nice.
Anything else, Agrim, beyond suddenly having the minty taste of sawdust in your mouth?
Well, how it feels to chew 5 gum, right?
Wow.
These
Wow.
Canadian gums.
What an amazing non-advertisement.
Not a sponsor. Yeah. No, I'll hold my ground here.
I really don't think that 5 Gum would want to be sponsored. Tastes like chewing sawdust.
You never know, man. People sponsor the weirdest shit.
You see this thing? It's McDonald's. You go to McDonald's and open your Burger King app, and they'll give you a $1 Whopper meal.
I saw that.
What a dick move. Holy
awesome.
shit. That's not awesome.
That's really
Next
funny.
thing you know, Newegg's going to be like, go to Amazon and then open our Newegg app on your phone, and we'll give you $10 off your next purchase.
That's great.
Like going to Amazon.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just
The
imagining like a
zombie.
sawdust vape right now. Just like
That has to exist.
oh god.
I mean,
It's like I'm destroying nature.
How to prank your friends.
Yeah, it's like blowing the smoke, except for it's just like little particles of wood
All right.
bouncing off the camera.
The zombie wall advances. Agram and Kelly, you hold your ground and easily deflect their feeble blows. Now Dave's gonna be like, "You're taking our cool away from us.
No,
Why are
I
you
was gonna
describing
say,
them as being
As
feeble?"
I'm coming up from receiving my high five from my nether regions, I
Shield
block an attack-
bash.
I block an attack as I come up. Still feeling the sting of my companion's slap on my fingers.
I'll say, Kelly, get ready to high five again. And I short bow the guy right in front of him.
So
Shoot
are you
Kelly
dropping
right
your?
Oh,
Are you dropping your regular weapon then? Your rapier?
yeah.
I feel like you're switching between them. All right, yeah. You drop your rapier on the ground.
I mean, you can use your bonus action to put it away. You're not going to use your bonus action for anything,
I
right?
see. Then yes.
Yeah.
So let me tell you something that happens here, Finley. You go to fire your bow, and as you let go, the arrow just kind of tumbles out of your grip, and you hear and feel a cracking noise going down the length of the bow. It's damaged, and if you fire again like this and get another critical, it's going to destroy itself in the process.
As long as it doesn't break, I can use mending on it. So.
Yes, but that takes 10 minutes.
Oh
I love the
shit.
idea that I put my hand underneath to receive a high five, but an arrow lands in there limply, and I just bring it up and was like, okay, I guess.
Yeah, the fucking 3 zombies you just killed don't mean shit anymore.
Yeah, we just got raided by Gleemo.
And is funny.
He's not Gleemo of the Western Gate. Not.
Ah, come on.
Not.
Function pals.
No. Finley.
I can't fucking wait to meet Gleemo.
The cavalry's here, love.
What?
Just
Why
like
is
7
Gleemo
children
suddenly
just
the
running
male
in the
version
hallway.
of Tracer?
Because, I don't know. I like to imagine he's like Mary Poppins, but a man.
No. He's closer to being Drew Carey than Mary Poppins.
Welcome to Gleemo's Tower of Fun, where the points are made up and none of this matters.
Yeah, exactly. DACA.
I just want the Fungin to be a giant who's line now. All right, I'm gonna attack a dude after offering my handout to to Finley for a low 5.
Oh, I get it. I'm like, yeah.
Good.
Just like lifts up his bottom of his foot and you just.
Fuck, I wish I was. If I was a bard, that would have been even more awesome. I'd been like,
You can,
here's bardic inspiration.
dude. You could be you could be a rogue bard.
Yeah.
Play that broken crossbow string.
Break the whole fucking game.
Play that broken crossbow, rogue boy.
There you go. All right,
I was
I'm
thinking the
gonna
exact same thing, by the way. So.
Gonna shoot the dude in front of Agram. 11 for 9. See, I don't get a whole lot of kills, but I got the most assists for the team.
Yeah.
All right,
Well, you
Hanzo,
are-
calm down.
Very important. It's very important. You're a valued member of this corporation.
DACA goes to reload his bow and goes, "It's simple geometry."
Yeah.
The arrow bounces off of 3 corners, then hits a zombie in the eye. Kelly.
I'll
And then I
follow
just like
up.
climb up the wall.
He got up the wall for no reason.
I'll follow up with a warhammer to the face of the hurt zombie.
You know, when Overwatch was teasing, I think Hanzo was the first hero they showed. It was like Hanzo and Widowmaker, and I was like, man, that climbing up the wall shit's gonna be super useful. That shit looks dope as hell. I want to be Hanzo. Game started, and I was like, I'm Junkrat, 100%. Let's never change. Reaper and Junkrat. All right, which one were you hitting? The already hurt one or the one in front of you?
Yeah. The
Okay.
already hurt one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that'll do that. Agram.
I as well will attack the already hurt one.
All right, now that we've done the bow, the warhammer, you're just gonna attack with your axe, sword, your sword axe.
I really
swords.
should. I really should get an axe.
Yeah.
I can give you 2 hand axes and you can use them.
You know, I think so. I think I'm proficient with axes, right? Is
But
it
then
board?
Finley's
I'm
not
pretty
going to
sure
have a
that's
weapon to
simple.
put in the middle, right? He's just going to be the halfling you have to go save.
He's the humor.
Hey, that's a fucking stereotype.
So,
I'm pretty sure you need finesse weapons though as a
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
the first one doesn't kill the zombie, but the second triggers. Ooh, well, that was the wrong number, but it doesn't matter. However, the number that I need to get in order to survive is very low, and it's lower than that. So, you stab the zombie. Ha! Ha! You keep stabbing him over and over again. Looks like he's gonna stop for a moment, and then reinvigorated, he pulls himself back up and tries to eat your face, Askren. And he eats your face for a... Not that. That is not face-eating numbers. Then the other one goes after Kelly, and oh my god, nope, never
Licks
mind.
Your face.
So yeah, these 2 guys have like 3s painted on their forehead, right? And it's like, in life we were the 3 dwarves, and there's only 2 of us.
Why do you have to take away my cool, Dave? All right, Finley, you're up.
Package that shit up, send it back to Amazon.
We're the 2 3s. We like to lick people in the face.
All right, so
The 2 3s? I definitely would have a Shadowrun game with a pair of twins called the 2 3s.
all right, so quick question. Combo is still working.
Yes, until you roll a 1 again.
Okay, but I'm not rolling at disadvantage with it or anything.
Nothing
like that?
yet.
Okay.
So let me ask you a question: if it fully breaks, can I use mending on it?
Nope.
Because in the game,
yeah,
No.
I can take 2 severed pieces of key, smush them together. And
I
use mending
understand,
and affect it.
but no.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going after injured boy with the short bow, and I say, last time I just wasn't ready, but now I have my aim. 11 for 7 and sneak attack.
Oh fuck, the sneak attacks is what's gonna kill me here.
Yeah.
No, I'm dead.
Hey,
Boom, 13.
Much
Nice.
more than that. Good.
That's how it's done, gentlemen.
Daka.
I've softened every kill of yours, little one.
And I love you for that. Low 5.
Just like side eye you and then take a shot. I decide who gets low 5s.
Oh.
13%.
I'm the one who knocks.
Which one are you shooting at?
The dude coming in front. I'm
Alright.
assuming the guy coming in front.
Okay. Kelly.
Well,
Kelly's like, I'm gonna go
man.
en passant, and then I'm gonna take this zombie. He just remove him from the battlefield.
The one in front of me.
All right, that's not quite en passant, but that's fine.
I gotta hold the line. I gotta do my job as the big meat wall.
That's the name of the episode. Big meat wall.
Big wiener wall.
No, not that one.
Meat wall and a croissant. All right.
There you go.
I'm gonna attack the one in front of Kelly.
All right.
Let's see if I can go first. Kneecaps. Nope.
The first kneecap is hit. But when you try to go for the other kneecap, Kelly's just in your way because you're trying to go for the other kneecap and you're going cross body. Then it's like you're going low, Kelly's going high, the zombie's going all around. It's just a huge mess of the 3 of you all messing
Constantly
around.
with the short jokes, man. It never ends.
Well, don't get short with me.
Sorry, I wasn't finished moving my ginormous leg out of the way.
Askren, 17 to hit,
Yes.
5 points of damage.
Oof.
9 does not hit Kelly.
No.
Finley. Can't believe we're like 14 rounds in.
Yeah, I am going to.
It's definitely more than that because you reset the counter at some
You
point,
know what?
right?
I'm going to
No.
throw Alchemist Fire at this guy back here.
Okay. Chuck another alchemist fire.
So that is 17.
Yes.
Nice.
Now, do I roll a d4 now? Or
No, it's at the start of its turn.
Gotcha.
Daka.
Same dude as last time.
All right.
16 for 5.
Yes. Just wave after wave of arrow coming out here. Kelly.
This one here looks far more damaged, yeah? It's been hit like
Yep.
twice. Okay. Sacred Flame, that one. 4. 6
I'm
rating.
good.
Damn.
Well, the DC was 12, so does it go to
Yes.
me because
No.
I'm cool?
No,
Okay.
that's not how DCs work.
Okay.
If the next time you're like, the enemy's AC is 12 and I rolled a 12, right? I'm like, no, Dave, that's not how it works. Yeah, you have to exceed the number, and you're gonna be like, that doesn't sound right, Arthur.
No, that doesn't sound right at all, Arthur
Yeah, I
Perkins.
did think it did.
GM of the stars.
GM of the stars? What am I, Matt Mercer?
I mean,
You could be.
That guy GM'd for Vin Diesel. That's how you know you got it made.
I don't think Vin Diesel would be that great of a player.
Vin Diesel was a great player. You didn't see that episode?
Did you know that I'm gonna be playing my character that I was in the movie,
Yes.
Witch Hunter?
Yes.
Right, I'm
That
gonna
is
play
that is
guy
exactly what happened.
because it's me.
Yes.
And I made that movie.
Yes.
I'm also gonna play me.
All
in
of
a
that is
Disney-
true. I know it sounds like you're making a joke, but his character in Witch Hunter was based on his 20-year-old D&D character.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's fucking hilarious to me.
And that's how we got the Blood Hunter that Matt Mercer made, which was based off of Vin Diesel's character. Yeah, Dave, I'm just explaining it to the motherfucking audience because not everyone might know this incredibly trivial thing.
You know, if I make a joke and then you explain the joke, it kind of ruins the joke.
Yeah, but
So
the
that's-
audience needs to know the joke because it's not a joke. It's fucking science.
Every package of card nuts comes with a little
Oh my
sheet of paper with a little joke
god.
on it. On the back, it explains the entire thing.
You're
You
gonna
know,
need more
because
than
there's
a
many
little sheet of
cultures in the world, and who knows how far these cart nuts could go.
It's true, I guess.
Yeah. Agrim.
If you buy the cart nuts with Prime, we just fire right out of a cannon right into your cottage.
Cross-continental. Same day.
All right, I'm gonna attack the guy in front of me. Attempt to attack the guy in front of me. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, they'll both hit.
Nice.
Not horrible.
10. That's fucking 10.
What the hell?
It's 10. 10 damage.
All right, well, my game just closed for some reason.
Yeah, mine did that earlier for some reason too. Just like, oh, I'm just gonna shut the thing down. So don't
But
look
the
at
good
it.
news is your
Alicia.
second attack will trigger an attempt to kill.
Oh boy. Let's do it.
I'm good. No, wait. No, I'm not good. I need no, I need an 11. I'm great, actually.
Oh, so you count the offhand and the main hand together as the same damage?
No, two different.
Two
6 plus 5 is 11. So I need
Yeah.
an 11, and I got a...
Oh, right.
I saw the
I
12, and I was
wasn't
like, I might be in
around.
danger zone area, but then I realized I wasn't anywhere close.
Mhm.
I'm perfectly great. Have you
Cannot
heard
believe
the
they're
country
making this
remake of that with acoustic guitars and 3 drunk dudes sitting around a fire? Oh,
No.
Drumurboy, you
kinda
haven't
wanna.
lived until living on the edge. It's always where I've yearned to be.
Oh boy.
Wow.
I'm not a country person.
It's so slowed down. It's amazing.
Have you heard the
Speaking
Seether
of-
cover of Careless Whisper? Seether, the South African metal band, the cover of Careless Whisper.
Speaking of Careless Whispers, here's your D4.
Oh,
that is a
no.
Careless Whisper.
I'll tell you what happens. This zombie standing in front of Agrim rolled a 1. Why don't you roll another D4 for this now second flaming zombie? As he catches on fire for one round. For one round only. For one round only, this zombie catches fire. All right.
I mean, it doesn't matter how much damage he takes because he's going to re-roll, right?
Nope.
I mean,
he
it's plus
sets on
five,
the zombie explodes and dies.
Oh.
Great.
So
guy in
zombie
the back's
fighting
just like,
Agrim
So,
takes a step back, and the flame
again,
zombie
Captain.
takes a step forward. They collide. The
Are
nearly
you
dead zombie
taking
catches on
notes?
fire and just is like, ah, and then falls over dead.
Gentlemen, are you taking notes?
Sit in the back, throw grenades. Yeah, got it.
All right, flaming zombie attacks Agrim. No. Other zombie attacks Kelly. Also no. Where'd my damage go? You guys are like out of spells, you're out of health potions, you're nearly dead, and you just won't go down. Can't you just die?
We
Let's
took
go
your
to spell.
pool.
I got one spell left.
I still got a potion left too.
Finley. Finn.
Yeah, I will shoot. Fire boy.
Great.
Shoot my scoot.
If I can find my thing. Ha-cha-cha. 21,
Hey, that's
8, and sneak attack.
Sneak attack's super good against these guys. I have to roll this DC every time.
13.
Yeah, sneak attack is literally the worst thing here.
Or best.
No, it's the worst.
I feel like Drumurboy would be getting a lot of these kills too if he put on his 100's mark as well. So
It
He's
just adds
saving
extra
that
damage.
spell to save your life.
Yeah, pretty much.
also, Agrim's like if he's using 2 weapons and he had a 100's mark on them as well, he could and then get.
I don't know. I think
extra
Hunter's Mark is only on.
main hand.
Whenever you deal damage, I thought.
Is it?
Yeah, I thought it was whenever.
Let's
you
use
do it
science.
But at the same time, I've used it to heal you, and I've used it to heal me. So
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured there were
big
so many
ass.
dudes that it was like just more worth it to keep heals.
yeah, well, because it really just comes down to that.
Oh, yeah, every time you hit.
Roll. So
Well, Daka, it's time to decide what you want to do. Like, maybe you don't hold that healing spell for Kelly if he's super ungrateful. Baka.
Oh, I'm just.
You can get Kelly, I'm fine with. I'm gonna reach my hand out to Finley for a low 5 again.
Oh, I graciously give it.
Before he gets to my hand, I'd do the pull away.
You do a dexterity save.
I love the idea that the two of
Do you
you.
want to do opposed dex to see if I
Oh,
can pull away?
please do.
I throw an alchemist fire at him.
Oh my god.
Dude, opposed dex, let's do it.
All right.
Wow. Great.
No, you got to do your dex save, Andrew.
Oh, it's deck save?
No,
I thought it was just
No,
a
you're
dex
good.
skill.
Yeah, no, he's good.
Fuck. I'll make it look like I
I
meant to.
got you.
I'll pass it off as like I was
you're just doing that finger click, you know, like make
Yeah.
it look real cool. Con save.
And then I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot non-fireman
Non-fireman. Very well.
Yeah. because fireman's gonna take some damage anyway. 18 for 10.
Wow. Okay. Well, fuck that really high number.
20. He's got to pass a 20.
I actually only need to pass a 15, but I'm still
Yeah.
more than good enough.
Oh, yes, plus 5, right?
Plus 5.
Might be.
Yeah,
might be.
you slam an arrow into this guy. It looks
What
like he's
actually
about to
happened-
fall
He
apart.
opens up his dwarvish chest, and inside is a Bible, right? And the arrow is in the Bible.
With like the low 5, the arrow goes like spinning, and I do like the finger spins, like grab and shoot it, trying to like make this really cool, but the guy doesn't.
Joke's on you. I've got a bulletproof plate the size of a bullet somewhere on my body.
Joke's on you. I've got a bulletproof unibrow.
Dave, I just want you to earn some XP here.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, Kelly, you're up.
How damage are these? You know what? I'm just gonna fucking hit him. Like,
Which one?
Are you though?
I mean, I will attack the one in front of me because I
Finley
know
on a
he's-
warpath today.
That'll do it.
All right.
So what's that? An 11?
I'm good. This zombie just won't die. You keep hammering into him whack-a-mole style.
I keep hitting the Bible. I'm like, no, this is a bad idea.
Just getting my arrow further in.
Yes, I actually like that one. Askren.
Where did the dwarf get the Bible? That's what I want to do.
Oh, did we kill?
Twice. Sorry, click that one twice.
Arthur, out of curiosity, did we kill any adventurers that weren't, any zombies that weren't dwarfs?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually rolled the main hand twice, so ignore
Yep.
that second one.
I'm only taking the second one. Second one hits.
One right in front of me.
All right. It's time for the zombies to counterattack and fail as they have for the last 3 rounds.
Time
16 versus
for-
Askren.
Yeah, 16 hits.
Very well.
And
Oh
they
wait,
make
this
this
guy might
symbol.
actually die before he.
Yeah.
They make this symbol before they
Yeah.
attack, and they touch their 2 threes together, and they break away and they start attacking.
No, he's still
But then
alive.
the other one turns off, so.
All right, so
They touched the 2 threes, and then one of their hands burns away. The other guy's like, "Ah."
Askren, you take 7 points of damage.
Damn.
Now I'm not a even number anymore. I'm just
now I'm only a 1-3.
now I'm not a prime number.
And then Kelly, you also take a hit for 5 points of damage.
Yeah, I'll take 5. That's
Yeah,
fine.
after failing repeatedly, these 2 zombies turn, and having seen you guys continually do this hand clapping thing, they boop, 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 and then they bash bros into Kelly and Askren, each holding the hand of the other and just clothesline both of you.
Red Rover,
No,
Red
they-
Rover.
They don't hold hands. They commingle their 3s together.
Finley.
Fusion.
I kind of look around like, all right, I guess I'll kill another one. And
Here I go, killing
the one in front of Kelly. Oh, with the short barrel. Ha-cha-cha. 10 for 6.
I was so sure you
and
were going to
sneak
roll
attack.
1. No, not sneak attack. Forget about the sneak attack.
Why?
Ah. Ah.
I'll never forget.
I'm never gonna
Oh,
dance again. He dies.
Ha-cha-cha.
Guilty zombies got no rhythm. Daka.
All you had to do was not attack the Bible.
I instead of looking for a high five from Kelly, I just give him a consolation pat on the bottom.
On his
you're learning the
long
orcish
bottom.
ways of congratulating.
I just pat him on the butt. There.
It's one of those like run, jump, slap.
Yeah.
It's one of those volleyball ones where you have to reach back and arc your whole body so you can get your full momentum into it.
Yeah.
It's just like, Finley, that's not my bottom.
That's
Meanwhile, we cut the camera over to Daka.
It's like, oof. 24 for 7.
Damn.
Almost got a crit.
Okay. All right, that's fine. I don't even care.
whatever.
Wow. It
you
was
go.
on the 18 line. It was on the 18 line, then it wobbled. Ugh. Fine, whatever. I don't care.
I give Doc a finger guns.
All right. As the last zombie dies, you all begin to hear a sarcastic slow clapping echoing off the walls of the tunnel.
There really is a meat hallway monster down there slapping against the wall.
Are we interrupting something?
There's a voice that follows your sarcastic jests. Excellent job. I can appreciate invaders who are truly skilled in their art. Might I ask why you are, in fact, invading my abode?
You know, it's kind of rude to not introduce yourself when you start a conversation. I'm Kelly. Why are you talking to us from the behind the shadows?
Are we in a period of truce, then?
I mean, are you a zombie?
Hardly. If you remain outside my residence, I will come to speak to you.
Okay.
Assuming that we have the rules of parley in order.
I like turn down to Duck. I'm just like, is that a food? What is that?
I'll just like, that's okay. We'll talk to him.
Yes. We will
All right.
join you for dinner.
So from down the hallway, Finley's light illuminates a human-shaped creature approaching. They're wearing long silk red robes with huge shoulder boards and a tall collar. There's all sorts of sigilly in gold thread all down it, and pristine black leather boots. But what really catches your eye is a 1.5 foot long, sharpened to a point beard that's also curved in the process, and huge pointy elven ears, like much longer than any other elf that you've seen so far, with a shaved bald head.
Let me ask you a question, Arthur.
Yep.
In your fiction lore, whatever, would I have served with elves?
Probably not.
Okay. Then I probably never really have had any interaction with elves. So, okay, good to know.
Would you have killed elves in battle?
No.
The war I fought was mostly against demons and
Yes.
shit. So
Right. Okay.
Do I have any history with elves?
I mean, like, you've probably encountered a few, right?
Yeah.
You
Could
know.
I make some sort of check? Well, when we see this guy, like
You can make a history check for sure.
history.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's a rough one. 2.
you vomit all over Agram's back.
Your head just one step away. You just can't get to it, and it's super aggravating. And because of that, you have disadvantage on the next intelligence check for the next hour.
Ooh.
Oof.
So this guy
I would-
approaches with his hands folded behind his back, clasped, I should say.
All right, Morpheus, chill out.
What comes to your attention is that his mouth is moving, but the words that he's saying aren't matching that. It's literally like watching a dub.
He's got
Does
some
he-
sort of.
Does he know thieves can't?
When you try to demonstrate thieves' cant to him, he just looks at you and says, "Why are you moving your hands in this manner? Are you some form of wizard, small one?"
I just like to dance after I've killed zombies.
I see. Well, I
Can
am rather cross that you would destroy my property.
Well, they were trying to destroy our.
They were
property.
defending my residence.
Unprovoked. They
Can I make a?
You came into my house.
Is this a house?
Yes.
Seems like a salt mine where miners might come to procure salt.
The story is long and sordid. However, those miners attacked me.
Because you attacked them first?
I did not indeed attack them first. I tried to reason with them as a man of science.
But see, that doesn't make sense to me because we were not even given the chance to reason. We were just
You
attacked.
came into my house.
Who rang the
Excuse me.
bell?
Mine, not house.
You said science, yes?
Indeed.
Okay.
How
you
curious.
know-
I have never seen one of your kind, though I have heard rumors of it.
I like look at I look at Finley and was like,
What, a halfling?
So he seems to be inspecting both Daka and Kelly rather closely, and ignoring Agram and Finley.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can lip read what language he's actually speaking?
Yes. Do you speak you speak Sylvan, right?
I speak Sylvan.
Yeah, he's speaking Sylvan.
Oh, sick.
sick nasty.
So I was like, so science, yeah. Do you know of anything that's happened in the past that would mean that you can go to the future?
Yes. I have also traveled to the future to arrive at the now.
Okay, that's a good answer. The second part that I have for that question: have you seen time repeat itself before?
What an interesting question. I have, but only once.
I'm gonna
I'm
speak.
Kelly, by the way.
Greetings, Kelly.
I'll ask him if he knows of the Sylvan diary that I read about nonlinear time, nonlinear planar time kind of stuff.
Okay.
In Sylvan, like not in common.
All right. I mean,
'Cause that's-
so when he's talking, you just understand it. It's not necessarily that he's speaking common. It's just whatever he's speaking is being translated automatically to you.
Yeah. But
All right. So you guys are hitting with all sorts of questions, and he's just like, calmness.
Yeah, but I want to make the point that I'm speaking Sylvan to him to like kind of undermine, let him know, or like low-key let him know that like I recognize that the
You're like
sounds.
we're cool, bro. We're cool. We're down.
Well, we're not cool, but it's just like
It's hard to remain calm after having just killed 16.
So you're approaching him to hand him the diary?
No, I don't have it. That was in another timeline, but
Okay, so you're
it.
just mentioning the diary.
Yeah. Well, it's not it was like it was a diary from the Wizard's Tower that like everything else would have turned to dust.
I'm pretty sure you actually bought it, right?
You bought it in the
You bought it.
in the general store back in the town, the first playthrough. Yeah, you begin mentioning it, and he says, "How curious. Yes, it would seem that the project was a success."
Was the basement of the Wizard's Tower.
I
thought the other one was like the
Oh,
history.
you're right. The one is the history of the elves and such. I think one was like a question about nonlinear time. No. It was in the general store. It was a second book that was also sold, and it was about how the Fae broke away from the regular planes. They all retreated from the material plane to their Fae plane.
Yeah.
So when you mention that, he says, this happened long after I was sealed. What you are speaking of. Might I ask, as to the nature of your parentage, I have never seen one like you.
I'm of the Zilvain mountain cult.
I see. I've never heard of that. You
Apparently,
are
I'm very old.
half human, 3/4.
Tiefling. Half Fae, I assume.
I see. Curious. Well, it would seem that your blood is not tainted enough for me to claim you.
Claim people? Why would you claim people?
Why would I not claim my property? I made them.
You're one of the old elves then.
Is that what they call us now?
Yeah. What do you call yourself?
Elf.
Yeah.
Are you perhaps asking for my name?
Sure.
I mean, I told you mine. Isn't that how things get done normally?
You can call me Acheron Silverblade.
I'm just gonna write that one down.
Can I see the blade?
Silverblade.
That is my clan name. I'm afraid, as you might suspect, that I am not something of a swords master. My talents lie elsewhere.
Yeah,
Now,
I mean,
can I ask about the purity of your heritage? I would not have thought that elves would allow orcs to crossbreed with humans. What a terrible mistake.
You think there was an allowance in there? That's where the problem lies.
I see.
My father generally took what he wanted, so hence me.
I understand. That's unfortunate for me. But it must be nice being sentient.
Do you mean like thinking?
Yes.
Yeah, I tend to like it.
Yes, I suspect you would.
So why have you taken root inside of a long pig salt mine?
I'm sorry, I believe my magic must have failed me. Can you repeat the question?
Human, pink skin.
I understand now. This salt mine has mostly been accommodated by dwarves. There were several humans, but they came afterwards for the most part. I did as I was needed to and claim them.
So,
I don't wish
The
to see
reason-
my humans harmed. That's why I have not set them upon you. They are considerably more powerful than what you just faced. And it is unfortunate that you turned so many to dust. I see almost half the number of my guard dogs are still intact. But I will not charge you for your negligence, as it seems that you have come with good intentions.
I can't say I've ever paid for murder.
Then it would appear you have never been to prison.
I wouldn't go that far. But it wasn't for murder. I once had to dig latrines for months.
That sounds terribly dreadful.
I agree. It was the filling them part that was actually the worst one.
Now, I don't mind getting to know all of you. However, I do have pressing business. I am in the middle of an experiment, and I am expecting a retainer to arrive soon. And I would rather you not be involved in that particular
Yay high,
situation.
brown hair.
You're describing Lycidia?
Yeah.
He says, yes, I see. You're familiar with her. But she must not have sent you, or she would be with you as instructed.
No.
She sent us before.
Really?
Remember that time thing I told you about? Yeah.
So, when you say that, he begins withdrawing his hands from behind his back. So, Lycidia found you worthy, then?
I don't know. She seems to think I killed a dragon. I've never done that, though.
She seemed to find us worthy of betraying us.
So you start
see why I
seeing
have-
his right hand begins to twitch, and you start seeing like sparks of electricity going between his fingers. His lips start curling up into a smile, and he's just like, "So you haven't killed a dragon, then?"
Of course not.
Can I ask
not-
what the most vicious thing you have killed is?
Whatever you are, and I notch an arrow on my bow.
And we roll for initiative.
Wow. All right. Okay. Roll for initiative then.
Well, I was hoping that I could potentially, rest a bit, but that's cool, guys. Let's go.
This is gonna be rough.
Okay. Oh, fuck this guy.
Does he have an icon or something?
He does.
Yeah, he's up there now.
Oh, it's Doctor Strange. Okay.
That's literally what I was like. I was describing the cloak, and yeah,
Is the cloak giving us the shifty eyes? Is that what's happening right now?
He's that far away from us?
I'm giving you the shift. Yes. Yes, he is.
All right.
But wasn't he inspecting us?
From a distance, yes.
Oh, okay.
We've been having this conversation over a large gap of space.
I mean, it's not that
should
large.
have been louder.
How long is 50 feet? Let me look at that.
Let's see here.
17 meters.
15 meters.
15.
Okay. That's a long space to have a conversation over. That's like a whole house.
It's also in a salt mine, so it probably echoes quite a ways.
It's his house, not a salt mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently.
I didn't see a deed, so
His house is the wooden part that we got to last time, probably.
Yeah, I have a feeling that they cracked into his house while he was like doing untoward stuff, and people paid the price, obviously.
Mom, knock on the door. I'm a teenage boy.
Ma, where's the protein powder, Ma?
Ma, where's my chicken tendies?
Mom, meatloaf. Fuck.
Is this? Yeah. Okay. So I can move this far, huh? All right. So here's what happens. He snaps his fingers as electricity is rolling over them, as you begin to draw the bow, and from out of the wall next to you, Kelly, there's a flash briefly, and then a scythe begins to pool out of the darkness and go to chop your head off directly.
Spiritual weapon.
Is this like a
Spiritual
Okay,
weapon.
so-
Yes.
Is that a deck save or what?
He has to make an attack.
Oh, okay.
So his attack is pretty good.
Grab it and use it against him.
It's my spear now.
Let me
I
just
am the
not
one
that
who
big.
scythes.
Yes, that will hit.
Okay.
It is
19 damage. Yay!
Oh my god.
They call me Doctor. Doctor what? Doctor Strange.
all right. You get hit for 7 points of damage.
Cool. Still up. Let's go.
All right, so it definitely hits you just below the neck and digs into your shoulder and just draws a bright line of blood. And while you're standing there, the scythe is like moving around, completely trying to slash you over and over again. Now, can I do that other thing? Indeed not. I cannot do that other thing. Therefore, it is your turn, Daka.
Well, I have a feeling we probably won't live through this, so I'm going to use my hunter's mark on him just to give us a chance.
Yeah, boy.
You see your little World of Warcraft icon appear over his head.
Yep, my eyes start like pouring this purpley, misty smoke. We gonna attack the boy.
That's not terrifying at all.
10. I don't know if a 10 will do it.
So you fire an arrow at him, and it doesn't get anywhere close. And in fact, it deflects off of some sort of invisible field surrounding him before it ever gets near him.
Sick.
Oh, he's a blue mage. Okay.
Finley.
I'm gonna use my movement to step the corner there.
All right, so you're running outside the mine and like hiding outside.
Well, I'm doing like the back against the wall. and I,
So
like,
when you go
around.
outside, you have that thing that happens in video games where the shining sunlight on the salt just like blinds you momentarily, like and then everything comes into focus in 4K HD.
Yeah. It gets a close up of my pupils and my pinhead small.
Finley.
Oh
Actually,
yeah.
I don't even have pupils.
trying to
My
do
eyes are
some
completely
math
black.
here.
Yeah, with smoke pouring out of them.
Yep.
Is there anything in the storage area? Is there anything like an outcropping or something that I could tie something to?
Yep. There's
Okay.
stalagmites and stalactites everywhere.
Okay. I am going to try to lasso this scythe with my rope.
That will not work.
Why?
It's ghostly.
It's an incorporeal weapon.
Okay. Well, fuck me for being creative.
Well, no, that's fine. I mean, you spend your turn learning that. You go to lasso it, and
no.
your rope just lands on Kelly. Anything else you want to do? That actually is your turn, though. Like that's you. That's how
Is it?
you
Okay,
learn
all right,
that.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna take a page out of Daka's book and go boop like that.
You also get that HD bloom as you head outside.
Ah, God rays! God damn you,
Yeah,
Tom
God,
Howard.
Christ.
What is this? An EA game?
The FPS chugs down to about 12 and then it comes back up.
Fuck you, Bethesda.
APGrim.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna shoot. I mean, is it safe to say that I've got my shit, pick my bow back up in between combat?
Yep.
Okay, because I'm gonna shoot it. Sparkles the magic dragon over here. Let's see.
Quaff the magic potion into my stomach,
So let's see.
giving me 1d8 HP. Oh, that's a good one.
Wow.
That might get around his stupid spell of
Yeah,
arrow reflecting.
the 25 definitely will hit.
The arrow is just swearing, and it just bores through his shield with a shield of its own.
Instead of whistling arrows, this was like.
Whistling arrows were the best in Total War Shogun 2 when used against cavalry. Good
If
stuff.
you've ever heard one in real life, they're pretty, it's like I could easily see how people thought those things were fucking magic.
Anything else, APGrim?
No, I'm gonna stay here.
Kelly?
Does 11 get through?
Yes.
Sick. Okay.
The 25 hit and deals 11 points of damage.
Now, do ghostly weapons have attack of opportunities?
No.
Okay. Well, in that case, Arthur, Mr. Perkins, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will go 30 feet, but also quaff a potion at the same time.
I see.
Is it from the space or is it like the space ahead?
It's from your space.
From my space?
Yep,
Okay.
30 feet.
What is it? Q? Okay. Here we go. That's my last potion, boys. Well, see you on the other side.
No.
And then is it a action or a bonus action? Yep, it's a bonus action. All right. Can this weapon move 20 feet? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, he's gonna have it chase after Kelly.
20 feet, I moved 30 though.
Yeah, but you went from one side of it to the other. The interior passageway between the two of you is only 20 feet. Don't worry, mathematically it works out.
Okay.
That's not gonna hit.
Yeah. Also, didn't he get hit? Doesn't he have to make a concentration check?
Oh, that is a good point. He's good. Okay. Can I do this? Gosh, that would be super mean. I don't know if I want to do that.
You don't want people to think you're mean, do you, Arthur?
I mean, they already do think I'm mean. People are capable of discerning my temperament. Then you are a fool who has not seen through my plan. Meow, 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 meow.
Is he throwing up the metal horns at his own blue fireball?
So as you walk towards this guy starts walking towards you, and then he pulls up his left hand, and instead of sparks of electricity, there's like this black cloud of miasma, and he just tries to grab your face with it.
He's gonna drain my levels.
Ooh.
Nope.
You just step back, and you're too tall for him to get the hand around.
Yeah,
Wash
like,
your hands, you.
I love the idea that he's just like coming up to try to do this to me, and I'm just like,
Oh, that's disgusting, you stupid nerd.
Daka.
You roll around the corner and take a shot. 14.
All right, so your arrow soars past Kelly. High speed is about to hit this guy, and then at the last second deflects off of an unseen barrier by his cheek. Ching!
pretty sure it's like a +2 on the AC for that thing, for like because I have that spell as well.
So probably hitting 16, 17 hotspot.
I reckon it's probably 15, most likely.
You gotta teach heirs to swear.
Anything else, Doctor?
Just flipping back around the corner.
All right, Finley.
Yeah, so I have my short bow in my hand, and as I'm behind the corner, I caress it and say, "Now's the time, Susan." And I move.
You roll
next
one,
to
and it shatters.
I
In your hand, it
move
shatters
next to
into 3 pieces.
and go to my weapon page here and attack with my short bow. 10 for 6.
Oh, I'm so sad you didn't roll a 1. It would have been incredible.
Wouldn't have.
Instead, it doesn't hit.
Noon.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Askren.
say I got my sneak attack too.
All right, I'm going to hope to repeat some success.
Speaking about repeat, you want to throw that hot jam up?
All right, fine.
You can. There's actually more jams up there. I'd put up the other things because I've been lagging behind. There's a dungeon one that might work for a boss battle.
Put them jams.
I'll see if I
up.
can take a look at them during the week to add them for next week.
Shoot.
All right, Askren.
Hey, that might hit.
That will hit.
Sick.
Booyah.
Fuck.
So, what does he have to make another concentration for the?
Yep. Nope. All right, the scythe disincorporates back into shadow stuff.
Bleh.
Kelly.
Yeah, I'll slide on deep into this dude with my hammer.
Are we still doing phrasing? Is that?
We already did hot dog in the
Not in this
hallway,
game.
so.
I'm gonna slide in deep in this.
Oh boy, that will hit.
Get him.
All right, on his turn, he disappears from sight.
I think we is he gone? Or is we still in combat? Because you know how PC adventurers have that feeling whether they're still in combat or not.
You definitely feel like you're still in combat.
All right.
Okay, so the
I still
truth
see him with my hunter's mark.
is
No.
yes.
You got to drop flare to.
You
bring him
know,
up.
I believe. Do you still see him, or you just know the
Yes.
direction he's going?
It's actually a thing, and you can see people through walls with it too.
I don't know if that's correct.
Checking the book.
You can literally see people on the other side of the continent.
Spells.
Mystically mark it until the spell ends. You have a 1d6 damage whenever you make a weapon set, and you have an advantage check to make to find it. Yeah, there's nothing about seeing people through walls or
Right. But
shit.
I can try to find him and have advantage. Right.
So as he disappears, you hear him go, "Even in my weakened state, I'm still too powerful for the lot of you. Floatsome, jetsome, destroy them."
That's an oxymoron. I yell out.
Daka.
You know, for a nerd, you're pretty weak and pathetic.
That's not an oxymoron.
What roll would I
And
make?
you have a really bad smell. That's where he shits
Wisdom
up.
perception would be to find him right now.
With advantage. 14.
There's a lot going on, you know, lots of arrows, lots of shouting, but you hear his voice coming from deeper in the tunnel past Kelly.
At least 30 feet past Kelly.
But more importantly, you also hear something heading towards Kelly from the left-hand tunnel.
I'll let Kelly know that. Like, on your left.
You're ambient dialoguing in a Battlefield game, and Kelly's just like, reloading!
Yeah. I need ammo.
And in your left ear, some kid's mom is screaming at him to clean his room.
Is there...
Can't you find a save point? It's not that kind of game, Mom.
I can't save it. It's online.
I'm in a cutscene.
You're embarrassing me in front of my friends.
Is a perception check gonna, like, is that my thing? Like,
No, that'll just be like part of a movement action thing. So
okay.
yeah.
Can I still hold an action?
Yes. Would you like to hold an action?
I'll hold an action until whatever comes to the left, like draw an arrow, like kind of
All right.
like.
So your held action is when something appears from the left, fire.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's a Rainbow Six Siege pre-fire kind of thing.
Wow.
Seekers have advantage though.
Finley.
I'm so tempted to chase this nerd
All
down.
right, so Flotsam and Jetsam, we don't see any enemies right now at all, right?
That's correct.
We just hear something.
Do I see them?
Nope.
I'm gonna assume they're like
Alright.
the wraith things that we faced last time.
All right, so I'm gonna suck down my bloody health potion. It was a D8, right?
Yep.
Yes.
I heal for 3.
Hasty treats.
Agrim.
Yeah, meta spells.
I can. I'm sorry. I can move also, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna move up behind Kelly. All right. Sorry, I'm done.
Yeah, I guess I'll move up a bit too. Just try and close the gap. But yeah, I don't have any potions or spells or anything, so
You can hold your action and shoot when they come around the corner too.
I could do that. You are correct. I will follow suit and also commence overwatch of the corner.
Kelly.
All right. So, mechanics question: can you move diagonally?
Yep.
Okay. So, in that case, let's counting with Dave. So 1, 2, 3,
All right.
4,
When you get
5.
there, stop.
When I get here.
Yep.
Okay.
I need you to make a wisdom check.
Lucky for you, that's a pretty good. You mean a save?
Yes. Yeah. So when you arrive at that location, he's waiting for you there, and like pushes something towards you, and you can feel it trying to bind your body.
13?
Yeah. You slow down to stop, and then you get to move again.
Yeah. Woo! So here you said, right?
Yep. That's 15.
Okay. So. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go there though.
That's you're one too far because you're not doing
2, 3,
You're not doing
4.
it from your square.
Oh yeah, sorry. 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's still too far because you needed 15 feet to get here.
Yeah. So
You only have
5,
15 left.
10, oh, I see what you're saying.
Yep.
Well, I'll still go there. I think.
Okay.
I'm just like.
Peekaboo.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Surprise, motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker.
We could have been friends.
It is you all who attacked me. Finley's the one that brought out the bow.
I follow my party. They're the ones that think.
Then what? Yeah. You strike him down.
Thinking. I yell.
I mean, the first.
Wait,
couple
what did you say? Did I
You
say
strike him down. Yeah. As you hit him, he goes, I'm so much more powerful than this. How could I be defeated by some half-human?
Kelly, smash.
Half orc.
Just curb stomp, break it. Just break his face.
Yeah. Yeah, just foot on the face, just.
I think these things have their thing on them. No.
So we just won the game.
Yeah,
No.
we just killed the nerd in the fucking sausage hallway. We did it.
Level 3, boys.
Sausage hallway.
And the other one is... That's not it. That's definitely not it. You will die if you face that monster. That's the correct one.
I knew it was good chasing the nerd. Oh, it felt good. Oh. I love it. I love that shit. At this point, like I had 4 HP left, guys, with no revive. So I'm thinking, fuck it, man, chase him down. You know, like, yeah.
It's worth the gamble.
I mean, I did get us into this predicament.
The hell's that?
A strange ghostly figure that's exactly like the one you faced last time pops out of the wall and immediately moves after Kelly.
So I have a question for you, Arthur.
Yes.
Would it have been possible for me to pick up the corpse of this dude and shoulder it before this thing showed up?
No.
With the rest of my turn?
You spent your whole turn running up to and killing him.
Good. Yes, good answer. I'll accept that.
Please remind me how I crushed the skull.
16 to hit.
No.
Daka.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn comes around.
Nothing has come around the left side
Nothing
yet?
has come around the left side.
1, 2, 3, 5.
Finley,
10,
you can kind of see it from where you're
30.
at.
I by the way, like I would have yelled back. I was just like, I just killed him.
Got him.
So I'm gonna run forward 30. Can I see him from here?
No. Oh, you're talking about the Spectre. Yes, you can see him now.
How does...
Wait, can you see 60 feet? Can you see that far?
Yeah, he can see 60 feet in the dark.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's less than 60 feet. Yep.
And I've got dark vision. So...
Right, I mean, that's...
How does Hunter's Mark work when the target dies? Can I still
Bonus
move it?
action to flip it, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so bonus action to flip it to this guy,
Okay.
and then attack.
I love the idea that you didn't see the kill, but you felt it because the thing was like going away, and you're just like,
The cooldown came back around. I like to imagine we just see Kelly just piss off around the corner, and we just hear thwack. Got him.
Bing!
yeah. Oh, there's a tooth in the bottom of my foot.
Oh, don't you just hate it?
11. Now my rolls are shitty. Now that we're not facing zombies.
Your arrow passes through this thing without ever touching it.
Yep.
Lands in my shield on the other side.
Hey man, I didn't get any zombie kills, but I got some good damage in on Captain Nerd, so I'll take that any day.
No, I'm gonna go.
Everybody getting them brownie points.
Yeah, that'll work. All right, this guy dashes around corners. I think I might be doing diagonals wrong around these corners, but
I don't think you can diagonally move around corners, actually. Can you?
yeah, I don't think so
I
either.
don't think you can.
Askren gets a shot, though.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to make it.
10, 15, 20, 25. Can he go 30 feet, Arthur?
This is all terrible.
So he can end like there. He can end like right there.
He's gonna end right here. He skitters up, intelligently looks around the corner and sees a ton of archers pointing his way, and then like presses himself up against the wall and takes a defensive stance.
He uses the zombie mirror that all zombies have, and he peers around the corner.
No, he just pokes his head around the corner. However, the two people who have readied actions will get to shoot him before he
The
goes.
mirror just gets punctured by an arrow.
So
No, you know what it is? Head around the corner, thunk, thunk, back around the corner. Oh.
I don't think my held action happens anymore.
That's correct, because your turn already came around.
so do I get to take that Overwatch action before my turn?
Yes.
Then so I get an attack. Okay. So I will use that, fire that, whatever. So that is the Overwatch.
That will hit.
Sick.
Right, your next attack will be at disadvantage, however, because he's in a defensive stance.
Fine. I will move close in behind Finley and then shoot.
So it's safe to assume that this creature is of some intelligence then,
Indeed.
and not just undead.
Yes.
Okay.
And okay, then I'll attack him at disadvantage, but I guess it didn't.
24 will hit. Yeah, sure. Why not?
24 is good.
Not bad. Not like I care or anything.
I gotta make up for a lot of bad rolls, man.
I love the idea that Arthur spends so much time on this nerd, like building his personality and
I did.
making him seem
Got a
real
whole
cool.
backstory.
Yeah, he does have a whole
A
backstory.
big beard, and
Yeah.
he just curbs something.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's almost like a certain somebody's wolf that died in the first round of combat.
Wow. Wow.
We spent so much time on that, by the way. We spent literal hours building that
I know.
creature.
I can't wait for you to die instantly in Star Trek Adventures.
Yeah.
Just you're like, I'm beaming down. It's just gonna be like, you land in lava because you didn't double check your coordinates and die.
I don't know anything about Star Trek, but I assume that's probably something that happens.
Try not to wear a red shirt. That's all I have to say. Finley,
Yes.
let's do this.
Okay, so he's in a defensive stance, so
That's
any
correct.
attack I do
There's
is
a
at
disadvantage. Yes.
Disadvantage.
I'm wondering if I should make this count then.
I mean,
Uh,
you've got a lot of hit points to gamble with, but
yeah, so, alright, fuck it.
Oh, I gave him too many hit points.
Boop. Right in front.
Get in there nice and deep, like.
And nice and deep, like I'm gonna slide into this man with
It's
my
a woo man. Is it a man? It looks like a woo man.
It's a man.
Here. That's a man.
Shit, 9.
That 9 will not hit. It
So-
grabs your rapier as you stab and holds onto it while the two of you fight over it, and finally it like throws it aside. And your hand goes with it. You're like, ah!
Alright, so let's see, I did 5, 10. Oh, I was here, so 5,
you're just in front of me.
10. I will use cunning action to disengage and come back.
Kelly.
All right. I would like to pick up the corpse and disengage and go back to the party. Is that possible?
Yes.
I will do that.
Yeah, that just happens.
3, 4, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right, when you arrive, this thing chases after you.
Guys, look, I got a
And it sounds like Mario when it gets hit in Mario Kart.
Oh god, it's right behind you.
What's behind me?
I mean, you literally had to walk through it. Oh, that'll hit. That'll definitely hit.
What's behind me? Oh!
Oh, so it gets to attack me as well and move? Okay, yeah,
Yep.
that makes sense. Yep. I'm probably down, boys. I only got 4 HP, so unless it rolls garbage.
Hit.
Yeah, so that's me at 0. So I throw the nerd at your feet as I...
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Doesn't matter, I'm down.
Yes, it does.
It
You'll
does,
die
okay.
instantly if you fail. You're good. Daka, as you're watching, Kelly's like stomping after all of you. He's got the dead elven wizard over his shoulder. There's very clearly a ghost directly behind him, following him at every step. He starts to brag, and then the ghost puts his hand through the chest, and Kelly's heart is like pulled out with it. It lets go. The heart like snaps back into Kelly's chest, but Kelly falls forward.
That's like some Casper shit.
It's some Chronicles of Riddick shit right there.
Is it like it goes like the scene of that, and then like it goes to the ghost's view when the body falls. It's just Daka with an arrow drawn.
All right,
There you go.
let's see your power. That's a good
22.
power. Yeah.
That's a good power.
Nice.
And then I'll do that there hunter's mark.
So let's see. Your bow deals half damage, but your hunter's mark deals full, so he takes 6.
That's some good chunky chunk.
This guy rushes in and goes after Agrim. He reaches out. He's got like this weird, nasty, long, purplish tongue. He uses it to like distract you for a moment, and then double slash coming in at you. The most double of all slashes.
2, 3 slashes.
Just 1 slash, apparently. That's a bad one. Agrim, you manage to duck just out of the way as the slash comes in.
All right. Let's see here. Smart thing to do would be to. Well, no. You can. See, you can't disengage first, can you? No, you can't.
You can disengage first.
No, you can. Okay.
Yeah, so it uses your action to disengage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Only
this is
Finley
like-
gets the bonus action for his incredible powers.
Yeah, boy.
Because I want to get out of melee range of this asshole.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna have to.
Bravely ran Sir Iron Fury. He was not afraid to die. Oh, brave Agrim. As Finley and Daka are stuck in melee combat while armed with bows. Well, I guess Finley's got his dagger or his rapier out. Agrim just turns and runs.
Nah. Bravely ran Sir Agrim.
All right, Finley, you're up.
Yeah, well, stabby stab time.
Did you disengage?
He did.
Okay, yeah, I didn't catch that.
I mean, it's less of a turning and running in cowardice as much of a, oh, this is a shitty situation.
Tactical retreat.
Look, we're just making fun of you. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
16.
Yes, 16 more hits.
And sneak attack.
Yes.
Hell yeah, bruh.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
10.
Oh, dude, you've been rolling sixes all night, dude.
Oh shit, that guy didn't have. That guy had fuck off.
He's dead, boy.
This guy's going after Agrim. He starts to go to chase him down, and then you stab him through the head, and he just stops. His eye turns to look at you, and then just, ugh. You have to hold his weight up as his whole body's muscles just let go.
I wipe the weird blood off of my rapier. And
Ectoplasm.
again, look over my shoulder and say, "That's how it's done, gentlemen."
If you look at Daka, he's doing like the like GIF of the guy that's like approving nod and like smile.
The GIF, huh? You're gonna start the GIF wars on this channel.
What is it? I don't even
I can't wait.
All
Can't
right,
wait for the
no.
YouTube comments.
Can't remember the guy's name.
I think
Hey,
a more appropriate GIF would be the one where Bentley or Ben or someone like that is using a computer and he's like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't mean to correct you, Spootnik. However, the creator of the GIF
I don't give a
indicated
fuck
that its
what he
name is.
said.
There it is. The
way
GIF
the
wars have
engine
begun.
works.
Graphics interchange format, right?
Yes, thank you.
Kelly, I
Is
need
it-
you to make a death
is it
saving throw.
Graphics.
All right, you're good for now.
We
You're
call
good
them
for now.
graphics.
Let's stop this GIF thing. But is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
in this fucking salt mine it is.
We make the rules now.
Pretty much everything between two
If a
buns
hot
is a
dog is a
sandwich.
sandwich, is cereal soup?
Yes, that's also true.
Fuck. Gross.
Cereal is cereal and a hot dog is a hot dog. Moving on.
Well, I mean, it all might end here, come crashing down if he coup de grace, but it doesn't look like he's going to do it. All right, boys. We're good.
He's going after the guy that can hurt him a bunch.
Yeah, he's going after Daka, who has demonstrated a unusual ability. Nope.
To be proficient.
Nope.
He sails past Finley, kind of ghostly wise. Whoa! And he is accompanied by like weird noises, and as it passes, strange goo begins to form on the ground and then dissipate. But yeah, it just kind of haunts you for a moment, Daka, but never really is ever a threat.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Dakas, it's your Daka turn. Daka.
Let me go back and see. Oh, I did a 22, so I don't really have any idea of what his AC is.
Yeah. That's a good point. Though it might be roughly a 16 or a 15, maybe.
I just wondered if I could do like, I'd need to drop my bow and do double knives.
You could. I mean, Hunter's Mark would fucking destroy it if you did it.
Yeah, the issue is hitting it because I don't have my proficiency bonuses there.
I mean,
Only have
You
plus
do with the
5.
first attack.
Yeah.
The first attack you do, but the second attack you don't.
Yeah.
So your first attack would be +6, and your second attack would be +4, right?
No, my first would be +4, second would be +2.
What's your dex right now? Is it a 3 or a 2?
It's 2.
Okay, so it's 2. Yeah, so it'd be 4 then 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I already got them in weapons. It's just whether I should take that rather than the D or the D6.
It
Yeah.
probably will be much beneficial. So
Well, dropping the bow.
the alternative is you disengage and don't do anything this turn.
Yeah. Take out daggers from my various holsters and slash it up.
maybe?
Those will both hit.
Oh, dude. So 2d4.
Yeah, 2 is 5 damage plus 6. All right. This guy's dead. Hey, Grim. No, not the guy that's
this guy.
still alive.
No.
I had to remove the other guy from the initiative order. Calm down.
Okay. I got real excited.
Yeah, I know. Calm down. Calm.
Take it away,
Calm
cool.
down. Really?
Take it away, cool.
It's a lot of dice. That's a no.
Yeah.
You fire and it simply sails through this creature and it turns to look at you and goes. Finley.
And I say, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you through the sound of my rapier piercing your incorporeal body.
Ghostly rectum.
22 for 11 and my
Sneak attack.
sneak attack.
Dude.
Let me ask you a
So,
question here,
18?
Finley. Is there a
Yes.
signature attack that you use to finish this guy off? Do you do a super French like swing, 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 and then like ha?
I have,
Do you Zori the thing, draw an F in it?
Yeah.
Finley has no need for such showmanship.
I see.
Finley's
Fuck off.
actions speak for themselves, and he shoves his rapier through the head of that disgusting thing and shows the rest of the party how it's done.
All right.
Finley is kind of a DPS machine.
Now, I would like to welcome you all to our break because we're like a half an hour late. We'll be back in about 8 minutes for the second
You
half.
can't stop